Have you ever had to wake up so early for school that you felt like you didn't even sleep? For many students, waking up before 7 a.m. is a daily struggle. You come to school tired, unfocused, and just trying to get through the day. As students, this directly affects you, your grades, your mood, and even your health. My name is Liz, and as someone who has researched this topic and also experiences early school mornings, I can say this issue is both personal and supported by research. Today, I will persuade you that schools should start later in the morning. First, I will explain the problem, then I will show why it matters. Next, I will present a solution, and finally, I will explain the benefits of that solution. Let's start by looking at the problem. First problem, need. The problem is that school start times are too early for teenagers' biological clocks. Teenagers are naturally wired to fall asleep later and wake up later. However, many schools start before 8 a.m., forcing students to wake up too early. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, most middle and high schools in the U.S. start before 8:30 a.m., which contributes to widespread sleep deprivation among teens. This lack of sleep leads to problems like difficulty concentrating, lower academic performance, and increased stress. It also makes it harder for students to focus and learn in class. But why is this problem so serious? Well, the satisfaction of need. Sleep deprivation doesn't just make students tired, it has serious consequences. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, teens who do not get enough sleep are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, and even physical health problems, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics 2014. In addition, lack of sleep can increase the risk of car accidents for teen drivers. The National Sleep Foundation states that drowsy driving is a significant issue among teenagers, especially those who wake up early for school. This shows that early school start times don't just affect school performance, they affect safety and overall well-being. Now that we understand the problem, let's look at a possible solution: satisfaction. The solution is simple. School should start later, ideally at 8:30 a.m. or later. This recommendation is supported by health experts in major organizations. For example, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that middle and high schools start at 8:30 a.m. or later to better align with teen sleep patterns. By adjusting start times, schools can better support students' natural sleep cycles. This change would not require major curriculum changes, just a shift in scheduling. So, what would happen if schools actually made this change? Visualization. If schools started later, students would get more sleep and come to school more alert. Imagine coming to school feeling rested, able to focus, and actually ready to learn. Studies have shown that later start times are linked to improved grades, better attendance, and fewer absences. Students would also experience improved mental health and reduced stress levels. Overall, schools would become more effective learning environments. Now that we've seen the benefits, let's review and talk about what we can do. Today, I explained why early school start times are a problem, how they negatively impact students, and how starting school later can improve health, safety, and academic performance. This issue directly affects you as students, your sleep, your learning, and your daily life. Schools have the ability to make this change, and students can be a part of that conversation. So I encourage you to talk to school leaders, discuss this issue with others, and support later start times. Because getting more sleep isn't just nice, it's necessary. Thank you.